Anti-immigration influencer with 2 million followers caught using AI to make a street, quote, look Islamic and dangerous. And oh, Jesus. Yeah, so there's your original photo, and then you switched it all up. Look what they're doing. Come on, man. Wallpaper versions, since some people wanted them. Dude, bro put his hat in the bottom like an artist when all he did was use AI and Photoshop. Oh, really? Did I do that? Take a look at Mario. He's got something to say for you. Sit on it and spin, buddy. Shark Tank offered us 3.6 million for our design. And what would this be exactly? Doesn't matter because Andrew Kimmel came in with the no, we did not. We did not offer you that, stop lying. OC, once in a lifetime photo. Wow, look at that. Look at that, owl, wow. But if we just reverse image search it, yeah, there we go. The original content way in the back. Well, no, OC means original copied. That's what that means here. I'm not wrong, you're wrong. And just pointing and jumping. I'm right and you're wrong. Now they got you, dude. You tried to pass off that photo as your own. And there you go, yeah, who's talking shit? What a fun photo. And that one was posted way back in 2023. You tried to claim it this year? They got you. They got you on candid camera now. This was created here by our creative team. No AI here. A pixel artist here. That is not how pixel art works, and that is 100% AI. So you suck. Boo. Just in, Jeff Bezos advises aspiring Gen Z entrepreneurs to start at real-world jobs like McDonald's or Palantir before starting a business. Nope, not quite sure why Polymarket made this up, but that was not what I advised anyone to do at all. Don't believe that. They are quite literally not. Gen Z is the top church-attending age group, really? Well, let's take a look. Seems like boomers are still in the lead by 33%, millennials at 31%. Good for you, millennials. Oh, never. I see. I'm misunderstanding the graph. Sorry about that. So boomers, the most are weekly, I see. Then Gen X, okay, so it goes down appropriately. Can we talk about the really interesting once a year for Gen X, millennials, and Gen Z? Is that like just the family unit being measured? I would imagine so. This little brain cell loafing while I'm watching anime? Not your cat. You should quit your bullshit. Tin Eye knows this cat. That is not your shit. That is not your kitty. You're being Stop it. 5 results, damn. First indexed again in 2023. Another one that's been ripped and stolen. Antarctic sea ice extent is 17% higher today than it was in 1979. Ice doesn't lie, but climate scientists do. Yeah, except that that's not true at all, and it baffles me how common it is for people to believe random screenshots like this is fact. The claim that Antarctic sea ice extent is 17% higher today than in 1979 is false. According to the National Snow and Ice Data Center, the NSIDC, in peer-reviewed studies, Antarctic sea ice hit record lows in 2023 and 2024. On December 24th, 2024, Antarctic sea ice extent was well below the 1979 level, not above it. In fact, 2023 marked the lowest winter maximum in satellite record. Yeah, you guys hear that voice crack? That's how bad it is. And 2024 continued the downward trend. But yeah, all that's to say is, yeah, you were wrong. My art that I've made with my own blood. I know it's kind of out of content, but I don't know if there really is a subreddit for this kind of art. Yeah, I mean, I'm edgy. I had to do it this way. I don't want to be that person, but I could have sworn that blood goes brown when it dries. And to be honest, it looks like paint. It's a cool painting, but you don't need to lie for internet clout. How old are you even? I didn't lie about it. I can show you the scar from DM if you want. I actually did it last night, so I believe it didn't dry enough to turn brown yet. I'm 18. I'm not denying that you self-harm. I'm not an asshole. But what I am denying is that you used blood to paint that. That's obviously red paint. I'm 21 and I can see right through your BS. The only people you're fooling with this post is teenagers who will see that and say, damn, that's deep. That's all you're doing. This is, come on. Oh no, you're free what to believe, of course, but I'm sorry if my blood couldn't look enough like blood, lol. And one more thing, I just took a new look and realized it turned brown already. However, the phone camera is still showing it so red. So yeah, that's you know, that's how it feels. So I'm not from the US, and as a kid, I never understood this joke. I remember actually Googling it back in the day. Something like, did George Washington have wood teeth, or would George Washington? Because I simply didn't understand the joke of him being obsessed with woods. I still don't, lol. Hi, American here. So, OP. Hey, wait a second, buddy. You forgot to switch accounts. So there are two long-standing rumors that Washington had wooden teeth and that he chopped down his father's cherry tree when he was young, after being gifted with an axe, of course. In reality, his dentures were made from slave teeth, and there's no proof that the latter ever happened. But both stories continue to persist in American media today, which is what this running gag is referencing. Thank you for the Reddit karma. He was trying to farm karma on his main. Total scam. 1 star. Charged me $50 for 10 minutes late to an appointment, even though it was a drop-off service, which they failed to mention to me prior to the appointment. No communication throughout the day, even though staff told me they'll contact me with an update. I had to call to check in, finding out that no treatment had been done during that whole time. I had 2 kids with me at the time. Explained the situation to the manager where they had to go to the toilet along the way, plus unexpected traffic on the phone before the appointment. For a family vet, they showed no compassion, no leniency toward your situation, and all they want is your $50. Think twice before you visit this family vet. Do we get a rebuttal from the owners? Oh, holy yes, we do. Okay. Oh dear, Albert. Your memory is even worse than your timekeeping. Luckily, we keep records. You had a consult, not a drop-off, at 10 a.m., for which we asked you to arrive 10 minutes early. You called at 10 a.m., which we appreciated, to say you would be 15 minutes late. We advised you immediately that it effectively meant you had missed your consult, as there would be insufficient time to do the treatment. We gave you 2 options: reschedule or drop via off for a day stay with discharge at 5:30 p.m. We explained a vet would try to find some spare time, of which there is none, to treat your pet, and that we would advise you when that had been done, most likely after lunch. This is us showing compassion and leniency. You called at 2 p.m. complaining you had not received an update, which was because there was not yet an update to provide, and staff has been dealing with a quite literal life or death emergency on top of all the regular procedures. You elected to take your pet home without treatment. We again offered you to reschedule, which you declined. You then became rude and obnoxious toward the staff, which we do not tolerate, plus offending other clients in the reception. The $50 fee is to deter people from turning up late or not at all. I can assure you it is far from a money-making excuse. We would much prefer to treat the animal. However, in order to be able to look after everyone's pets, we need clients to adhere to the schedule, which the vast majority of them do. While we're here for you and your pet, we are not here just for you, which your attitude and rudeness seem to imply. Lastly, you were sent a reminder of your consult that clearly stated there was a late/cancellation charge to which you consented. So, no scam there. You blurred out the name, but we know it's Albert. You didn't get it at the beginning, you got it at the very end. Albert, you've been had. It's been revealed, Albert. The jig is up. Breaking news. My colleague, Edmonton doctor, Dr. Darren Markland, has died suddenly at age 54. Darren was one of my biggest attackers on X and abused and defamed me for helping cancer patients and for raising concerns about COVID-19 vaccines and AHS corruption. Rest in peace, but I'm gonna visit your grave. I'm gonna dance on it. That's what he's saying. That's what William Mack is saying. I'm just quoting. First, he died in a mountain biking accident. You are a truly terrible person for implying his tragic death had anything to do with vaccines. Second, he's not your colleague. He was a practicing physician. You lost your medical license years ago, Mr. Mackus. There's no medicine for you to give us. We don't want what you're serving because it's bad. It's gone sour. Sour just like your cruel old heart. Okay, also, have something I did when I was bored. No, you didn't. Just no, you didn't do that, you liar. Alexa, play the greatest album ever made. This meme largely refers to Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses. Really? Bread, dice, bird? I don't know. I actually have no idea. Loaded dice, maybe? No, loaf of dice? I don't know. I'm not smart. The image is bread, appetite, dice, 4, pigeon, destruction, and rose, Guns N' Roses, symbolize the album and band name. Hey, Grok, you pulled this out of your ass. That was fresh out of the, that's not what it is at all. Sorry guys, we had a residential fire take place last night and I had to pump. Been pretty crazy. Start of it. Damn. I see the watermark at the bottom, man. You had time to upload it to another place before downloading it again? Email it to Professor. Forward team issue. To add what is written below, Blink eventually texted our group chat last night. As you can see below, he stated that he was fighting a residential house fire. The picture he sent was clearly cropped from a news story about a house fire in Indianapolis 3 years ago. Damn, okay, there we go, we have the proof. Family of 9 displaced, that's horrible, by East Side house fire. All right, does he get called out on it? No, we don't get to see anything else, that's a shame. I'm the reason my sweet baby Nala passed away. It happened at 9:46 p.m. and I still can't breathe when I think about it. That feels horribly exploitative of your dead dog. Is that what it's about, your dog named Nala? I'm not a fan of this at all. A few months down the line, my new vet showed me this activated charcoal. It could have saved Nala. I kept it at home. I brought 3 that night. $35 each on Amazon. Peace of mind, priceless. No, are you gonna TikTok shop us? You're gonna TikTok shop us! This account is just spamming these videos to advertise the product he's selling. The dog is alive and well. Nope, not today. Nope, not today. What do you mean the Nala passed away? Oh, they're heartbroken by it. See, you're fooling people in their sympathy. Oh my God, yeah, look at all these. Holy shit. And just over and over again, I'm the reason our first dog passed away. Poor baby Nala, 9:46 p.m. Just, hitting the prompt over and over and over again. Oh, you suck. Is it in bio? Is your product in bio too? I hope. Oh, I hope you. That makes me mad. That makes me so mad. Daniel Caesar and Tyler the Creator will be holding a free concert at the Meadow in Piedmont Park this afternoon at 4 p.m. No, I'm not. I don't know where y'all got that info from. That man, Mr. Caesar, is gonna perform though. He's been doing it all month. He'll be there. Not me though. I don't know. I'm not free. Absolutely not. Not today. Ah, the warmth of collectivism. That's horrible. That's a screenshot from the Muppets that have been turned black and white to make it look scary. That's the Muppet gulag. That's not the warmth. Maybe the warmth of the Muppets because they're puppets. So I would imagine they're warm. Exclusive. RuneScape developer accused of catering to American conservatism by rolling back Pride Month events. Unless you're going to cater for every single event, you're never going to win this battle. The event was nearly completed before being scrapped by the new CEO. It had been an annual tradition on both RuneScape 3 and OSRS for years prior to the change in leadership. No, I meant you don't win the battle of negativity. If there's Pride events, the non-LGBT want mental health events, etc. I'm not on LGBT before y'all keep downvoting me. Is there more to this? I feel like I'm missing so much here because it does sound like you're on it a little bit, man. Just the way you're phrasing it, it doesn't sound great. This is a graphic currently going viral on the Instagram stories of liberals. It's like autism doesn't need to be and then something. My 9-year-old sister is nonverbal, which often makes her feel frustrated, so she lashes out. She can't use a toilet. She doesn't have friends. She has to be zip-tied into a giant bed every night, and there are locks on every door to keep her safe. It does, actually. My sister is nonverbal and 6 and is incredibly violent but can't do damage because she's small. The anger is on par though. How many nonverbal and violent autistic sisters do you have? I get what they're saying, but also this is a Brody Fox tweet, so I don't know how I feel about it. No one wins here. There are no victors in this quarrel. Everyone sucks. Oh my bad, she just turned 8, not 9. She was born in August 2017, so she would have been 6 then. I get confused between her and my little brother who are a year apart in age. And then he responds again, I'll let you make sense out of these other mentions of her sister and or autism. I personally get an odd fake vibe. And it's just things like, one that says, wish I had a sister. Maybe it's like, I don't know. Little sister is 9 and mixed, and she has idle banter better than grown men. My sister is 4 and never spoken a coherent word. She should have been seeing assault all this time. It makes me so angry. Wow. Yeah, it just seems like engagement bait, caught in an easily provable lie. Hey, fellow Republicans, look what I found. And it's Nicole Good. Oh, this is gonna be, oh boy. Wow, she managed to defy odds and live till 44 when she died at 37? Dude, that's crazy. What the hell? Not trying to flex, but yeah, this image is from an article on how to get netherite armor, and definitely not you. I see you're really trying to stun on us, but it's not possible. We know that your broke ass can't afford no netherite. My best friend passed away and her boyfriend completely ignored her during her final days. Please don't hesitate to reach out. Memorial page for Corinna Davis. Here's a link to Corinna's memorial page. It includes her obituary, details about her funeral services, and other important info. I'll be keeping her phone on for another month. Please don't hesitate to reach out here or to me or to Corinna's mom. My best friend passed away last night. Before her death, she was on life support for 4 days. Her boyfriend never visited her, ignored every call and text from me and her mom wouldn't even call to say goodbye. Jesus. And do we get to see more about this? And we have the post signing out XOXO. Is this just someone that they found on Instagram that they decided to spin a story about? Because that's horrible. I just saw on Reddit someone with an obituary for Corinna Davis with one of your pictures. Obviously, if it is you, then you won't answer, lol. Yeah, definitely not me. Damn, they're just farming karma by sympathy baiting. Oldest trick in the book, but it's still gross. Liar attempts to pass AI art as his own. I want to show you guys something. You can make fun of me. These are the thing. I drew them myself. No, you did not. Those are very clearly AI. Bro, you voted for it. You wanna know what Scott's talking about? So Elon Musk is right to call out House leadership. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but a cricket just started going insane style outside. Goddamn, that boy chirping. I wish I had a nickel for every time the Freedom Caucus sounded the alarm and nobody listened, only to find out the hard way that we were right all along. We expect massive improvements from the Senate before it gets ba. Yeah, but Scott Perry voted yes for the bill, so what are you complaining about, Scott? What's going on? UN, AI, or is that Al Gore? And Greta Thunberg also predicted Florida will be underwater in 20 years, 30 years ago. Yeah, Greta Thunberg is 23. I don't know how she did that. Is she ahead of her time, literally? Is she traveling? Time traveling? Just changed my party from Democrat to Republican. Woohoo! It was time. Yeah, timestamp. Yeah, woohoo, a day at the fair and I'm poop. My feet hurt. Oh, there you go. The time's 2024. See, you're lying to us. Puppy mill breeder didn't know I could tell the difference between newfies. I don't even know what the term newfie means. Oh boy, here we go. So it starts with, where is this picture? Where in this picture is her house? It isn't any of the buildings that you can see in the picture. It is all the way to the right side of our property under the trees. A puppy mill couldn't be further from the truth. We are a family with young children who love the puppy experience. We don't have puppies very often. This is only our second litter that we've had. Our children really enjoy the puppies and they also learn responsibility in taking care of them. Can you get in the picture with Daisy or just put a hand in or even an item? I just want to make sure this is actually her from today. You can move one of those benches slightly or something like that. Does this work for you? No, it doesn't. That's a different dog. I said with Daisy, with her in her outdoor area. No, it's the same dog. We only have one adult dog. So what's the other picture? What's going on here? The first picture is in our yard. The second picture is in our house. So let's look at the first dog again. Let's explore a little bit. The first dog, and I feel like the brow ridge is a little heavier on that first dog, right? A fatter forehead. Those are two totally different dogs. They're trying to sell you a lie. Son's Facebook post: brand new basement for sale, full clubbed out basement, weed with Provair stand-up shower and bathroom. Message me for details. Mom's response: if you rent the basement out, I will put the house on the market. It's not your house to rent the basement out, especially when mommy and daddy pay the mortgage. You live there for free and take advantage of them. You piece of shit. Woo! Call them out, mama. That's what it's all about. Why don't you release new maps? It could be a DLC, but I want new content. Why do you add useless crap like rappers and player kicks? No one plays this game with randoms. It's not CS or Dota 2. Our Discord server with 450,000 players looking for games says otherwise on needing a kick feature. We've released multiple biome and content updates since launch, even though we never planned to update the game when we initially made Peak. We're not going to add updates forever as we're not a live service studio. You'll get a new biome when we're ready and think it's sick as hell. We have a few ideas already in the works for this year, so you be patient, alright? You'll be fed when we're good and ready. Play our game. I like Peak, so I approve of that response. If PBS Kids shuts down, then all shows will be streamed on Netflix. Appreciate the concern, but nope, we are not shutting down. You can stream our shows on the PBS Kids video app, and you don't even need a subscription or a login of any kind. How about that? Well, there you go. Laying down the law, PBS Kids. The first half of my trip nearly coast to coast in my new Legend Cub Nomad. Hey everyone, quick update. Regarding me saying Gulf of America, I was just reading it as it was listed on my map. It wasn't a political comment in any respect. I don't get political. It was just what was on the map. I didn't realize it was such a sensitive subject. Really? Look at the timestamp. It says Gulf of Mexico. Why are you dishonest? At 5:23, we can clearly see that the garment says Gulf of Mexico, the correct and internationally recognized name of that body of water. At least stand by your words if you take a punt like this, and don't try to go damage control mode. You're dumb for that. You're dumb and stupid. This, assuming any actual policy is introduced on the basis of a random tweet, is a very straightforward First Amendment violation. The rights to speech and assembly are are constitutionally protected. Keyword illegal. Please read. You're absolutely right. If legal wasn't in here, it would be a complete violation of your First Amendment right. Hey, you forgot to switch to your alt account there, guy? Bruh, I'm dead. He should be banned for trolling. He tried to come in and do it. He failed. It's the second alt account failure we've seen. The social justice warrior grandstanding bull at the Grammys is just further evidence of why no one watches this trash anymore. Hey, the Grammys started 34 minutes after you posted this. Wait, how do you know what's going on if you're not watching? What's going on? What do you mean? The Grammys started half an hour after this post, Tommy. What do you are putting out predictions is what you're doing. Charged me over $300. Was not a genuine Apple screen. Borders everywhere they shouldn't be. Phone doesn't even recognize the screen. On top of all that, it came with a dead pixel in the middle. Take your phone to Best Buy or Apple. Waste of money, waste of time, hack job repair, lube up before walking in. Fix a phone comes in with the hammer. You're not an actual customer. We don't mislead about the quality of parts. Pricing is based on the quality of the part in the model. We warranty defective parts as we have no control over transit. So my biggest question is, if you were a real customer, why not call us or come back with concerns of these allegations? When it's our liability, we make it right. Because, you know, they want to stay in business and keep fixing phones. So please be accountable for they're saying, so check yourself, asshole. Ta-ta, bye-bye. Anti-vaxxer meets the immunologist. 1.7 million children were studied, and the result found myocarditis and pericarditis only appeared in children who received the COVID-Myrna vaccines. Not a single child in the unvaccinated group suffered from these heart conditions. Cases of myocarditis and pericarditis were documented only among vaccinated individuals. 27 million cases per million after the first, 27. Jumping the gun, not 27 million. 27 cases per million after the first dose. 10 cases per million after the second dose. These events were rare overall. Hi, I'm an immunologist. OP is also trying to bury the actual paper, but that's okay, because I know what it is, since I'm a listed author. Lol. While the vaccine does pose a minor risk to certain folks, you are 42 times more likely to develop a heart condition from a COVID-19 infection without vaccination than you are from the vaccination. OP, please don't cherry pick my work. We spent almost 2 years and over 11,000 case reviews. All right, we came correct. I'm on Xbox. I like to place every block by hand. This is a creative build I call the Devourer. This is actually my build, dude. You forgot to remove my watermark. Why would you steal someone else's work? Why, dude, it's literally in there. That's me. He just wanted to, listen, it's a 12-year-old trying to show off a cool Minecraft build. All right, he wanted to feel cool.